Too often, I'll say barefaced lies. I'll say barefaced lies. I'll say barefaced lies. Again, barefaced lies. Too often, I'll say barefaced lies. I'll say barefaced lies. I'll say barefaced lies. Again.
That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. You can feel it with everyone to defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shooting cold, overgrown, postal phony, barefaced lies.
Barefaced lies. Barefaced lies.
Hey Sean, you got a party, got that little party going on there. Keep to the left, you can't think right, so everything you do goes wrong, yeah. Incompetence just leads to disaster. Corruption brings it on even faster. What you say?
That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. You can feel it with everyone to defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shit cold, overgrown, postal phony, barefaced. That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. You can feel it with everyone to defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shit cold, overgrown, postal phony, barefaced lies.
Barefaced lies. Barefaced lies.
Comrades, you always told us you'd build us all a new Jerusalem, yeah. You talk the talk, but when you walk, you only leave a crooked line there. And you don't see the trouble that's brewing if all you do is just what you're doing.
That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. You can feel it with everyone to defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shit cold, overgrown, postal phony, barefaced lies.
Is this where you wanna be? Debt and childhood poverty. Oh, somebody set us free from this corrupt kleptocracy. Oh yeah.
Barefaced lies.
That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. But you won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. You can feel it with everyone to defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shit cold, overgrown, postal phony, barefaced. That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your the truth becomes so easy to disguise. You get shit cold, overgrown, postal phony, barefaced. That's right, yeah, we got an agenda. And it's your money we're gonna spend, yeah. You won't wonder where it's all gonna end, yeah. You can feel it with everyone to defend, yeah. Cause when the truth becomes so easy to disguise, you get shit cold, overgrown, postal phony.
Do not fear them. Do not fear any of them. On the 20th of November 2003, James Ignatius O'Rourke McMahon was elected councillor for the Failsworth East Ward of Oldham. Deeply ambitious, he ruthlessly rose to power, and by 2011 he was already leader of the council. In 2015, exploiting a Labour Party loophole, he became MP for Oldham West and Royton. If only the people of the town knew then what they now know. Do not fear them. Do not fear any of them.
Very, very good afternoon. Thursday, the 19th of June 2025. My name is Raj Amir. My apologies first and foremost. I am streaming off my internet off my phone connection. My internet in my house has for some reason gone down completely. So I'm on my phone. Hopefully it will work, and it will work long enough for me to share this with you. And if it doesn't, that's what's gone wrong. It's not the uploader's completely stopped working for some reason. Right, I was meant to be on GB News earlier. I got a message, would I go on to discuss this story, which I will bring up so you can see. Let me just fix this so you can see it the same as I can see it. You can see that. So I was meant to be discussing this story to do with the Rochdale grooming gang members and why can't the UK deport grooming gang ringleaders. And of course they cancelled on me, which shouldn't surprise anyone. I don't think it didn't surprise me, although they did ask me helpfully whether I would be taking the viewpoint that they shouldn't be deported. So that is what took place. Hello, Emma. And hi, Tony. How are you? And leave that to that. That should be okay now. Yes, you might have problems. But it should record, and if you can't listen to it properly, it should upload properly, and you'll be able to listen to it properly, hopefully. And the audio shouldn't cut out, but if it does, that's why. Mate, okay. So they cancelled on me, and they cancelled on me after first asking whether I would take the position that they shouldn't be deported. Clearly, they have no idea who I am. Well, they didn't know why, they're just playing games. So, this was my position. Why can't the UK deport grooming gang ringleaders? And why are two of Britain's most notorious grooming gang offenders, because that's what they are, two of Britain's most notorious grooming gang offenders, Kari Abdul Rauf and Adil Khan, still in the UK, despite being stripped of their British citizenship and losing their deportation appeals years ago? Why are they still here? Back in 2018, the Court of Appeal ruled that Rauf Khan and a third man, Abdul Aziz, should be deported to Pakistan after serving prison sentences for their roles in the Rochdale child sexual exploitation scandal, a case that shocked the nation. But instead of facing deportation, these men found a legal loophole and exploited it to stay in Britain. I was with Nick earlier. Raquel is where I was, so let me just see why. The love of me, love of God. Something's gone wrong with these text box. Let me fix that. He says, desperately trying to fix it. Let's try shrinking that first. No, I'm not going to do it, am I? That helps, I think. So I'm going to do that. Do that. Do that. There. Let's try that. So no, they cancelled on me. So, you know, this is why. I'm increasingly of the opinion they don't want a person like me to have the viewpoint I have, because it gets in the way of the worldview that they want to present. So this is my views and opinions. They exploited a legal loophole to stay in Britain. How? By renouncing their Pakistani citizenship. That's right. In a move that shouldn't have stunned anyone, they gave up their Pakistani nationality, with one reportedly tearing up his passport, making it legally impossible for the UK to deport them. Under international law, no country can make someone stateless. So even though the Home Office successfully revoked their British citizenship, the government's hands are apparently now tied. They cannot be deported because they technically belong nowhere. This has left the British government in a diplomatic and legal deadlock. And it raises serious questions about the country's ability to protect its citizens and uphold justice. This is where it gets funny, if funny is the right word. Pakistan's position is equally blunt. Officials have said it would be extremely difficult to take back such dangerous criminals, and that there is no legal basis to accept them if they have renounced their citizenship. So they don't want them. There's no legal basis for us to have back what we know is ours. A senior government source in Pakistan reportedly told negotiators that the UK must explain why Pakistan should accept criminals deemed dangerous to humanity, especially when on paper they are no longer Pakistani citizens. Behind the scenes, ministers are now engaged in high-level talks with Islamabad, should be Mirpur, or Islamabad, trying to find a way forward. But even these negotiations appear to have strings attached. So they're trying to bribe us. The Pakistani government is trying to bribe us to take back their vermin. According to reports, Pakistani officials have suggested that progress might only come if the UK removes its ban on Pakistan International Airlines (PIA), which was blacklisted after safety failings. You've seen what happened in India when the plane collapsed. It wasn't just the people in the air that were killed, it was where the plane landed. So we've blacklisted Pakistan International Airlines because of safety failings. They now want that blacklisting removed, it seems, for them to take back their rape gang members. Direct flights between Pakistan and the UK are still suspended. One source said that deportations is not feasible. In other words, the fate of convicted rapists is now being linked to an international aviation policy. Meanwhile, a Home Office spokesman has insisted the government will do everything in our power, to deport foreign nationals who commit heinous crimes. How many rape gang members have been deported? None, is my understanding. But after years of legal wrangling, diplomatic standoffs and unresolved safety concerns, these words are starting to sound increasingly hollow. Yeah? At the heart of the story is a question that should outrage every one of us. How can it be that men who orchestrated the systematic gang rape of little girls are allowed to manipulate the legal system, escape deportation, and remain in the very country they terrorised. This isn't just a legal technicality, it is a failure of justice, a failure of immigration enforcement, and above all, a failure of political will. It seems this perspective perhaps is not the perspective that GB News wants to hear from a man who looks like me. Oh, they're still petrified. I'll say Andy Burnham should be arrested and prosecuted. For the victims of the grooming gangs, the justice system has failed once again. When police and councils turned a blind eye, they covered it up. They turned a blind eye to the suffering, didn't they? And now the system is failing again. Because even after conviction and sentencing, the architects of their abuse cannot be removed from our society. This is about more than just a court ruling. It is about accountability, integrity, and the kind of country Britain claims to be. Until the UK finds a way to close these loopholes, negotiations from a position of strength and puts the rights of victims above the diplomatic sensitivities of foreign governments, justice will remain elusive. And the question remains, how many more times will we allow our laws to protect the guilty instead of the innocent? My position, I've just shared. I think they wanted me on. Raja, you can come on as long as you defend them and allow them to remain and argue that they should remain in the UK. Whatever audience they have, and any of the legacy media has, and however my internet doesn't work, this doesn't work, that we struggle to do what we do, whatever our struggles, we are dictating what government policy is, as demonstrated through the now confirmed national inquiry. So, my position on this is very simple. We should not enter into negotiations with Pakistan and allow their dangerous planes to once again fly over British skies. And if they won't deport and take back their own nationals that they know belong to them, then we need to double down. Now, I'm not going to go anywhere near as far as the former MP Douglas Carswell went. And I don't know if you've seen what he had to say. But it was something along the lines of deport every Pakistani. I'm not going to go to that place. I have very decent Pakistani friends who despise what is taking place. Equally appalled at what is taking place. My position is simple. If the Pakistani government is refusing to take back the gang rapists, we should immediately, we should do it anyway, we should immediately suspend all aid we send to Pakistan. I think it's £130 million this year alone. We should suspend all aid to Pakistan, and that money should be diverted to a fund for the survivors of the rape gangs. Straight away. £130 million should be diverted immediately to the survivors of the rape gangs. Secondly, we should seize all assets of all foreign nationals in the United Kingdom who are convicted of any crime. So we'll take all your assets off you and deport you. And if we can't deport you, we'll take all your assets off you anyway, as an added punishment at the end of their sentences. Am I being too harsh? I don't think so. There should be automatic deportations of every foreign national for every crime that has been committed, irrespective of whether they come from Peru or Pakistan. And furthermore, for countries that are problematic, such as Pakistan, all foreign nationals from Pakistan who live in the United Kingdom, we should cancel any and all benefits that they receive. Any state handouts to any foreign national from Pakistan should be suspended immediately. We should not be negotiating over bribing them. We should be flexing our own muscles and saying, okay, this is what we're going to do. Every Pakistani foreign national convicted of a crime is automatically deported. Convicted of any crime. And we extend that, of course, across the board. Any foreign national that refuses to leave, well, we seize all their assets, irrespective of whether they gained them legally or unlawfully or however. And any foreign national from that country who doesn't take their own criminals back, and if they're here lawfully, then we censor them as well, and we make sure that they cannot claim any benefits. And then I'd put in a massive tax on any flight coming in from Pakistan, directly or indirectly, of £1,000 per person who's coming in from Pakistan into this United Kingdom has to pay a levy. See, I'm not an extremist. I'm a pragmatist. And I won't be walked all over. And I don't think our country should be walked all over. This is more than just an issue of the grooming gangs. This is about what sort of country we want to live in. And it's exactly that, Chris. The UK has been a soft touch for too long. It's exactly that. And I think if we flex our muscles, remember this is the week that a government report confirmed the disproportionality of Pakistani men in the rape of this nation's children. I'm very clear. We're not here to negotiate. You've not done what we've said, which is take back your own filthy criminals. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to extend the deportations to any and every Pakistani national who has been through the criminal justice system, has been convicted of a crime. We will seize all their assets, and we will stop all form of government benefits to any Pakistani national here. We'll cancel foreign aid to Pakistan directly, and then we will slap tariffs on Pakistanis coming into the United Kingdom, £1,000 a time. That is what I wanted to share with GB News. That is what GB News decided not to want to hear. I will leave you to decide what is going on. For those of you who are new to me, my name is Raj Amir. I've been at this for over 6.5 years. I will try and come back this evening if I can get this internet working again. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Please do sign up to Redwall and the Rabble. This is where I do my work. This is how I manage to communicate with you. This is why we are where we are. If we do have a headquarters, that's it. redwallandtherabble.co.uk. Completely free to sign up. And if you can't pay, you can one-off contribution, buy me a coffee. Thank you so much. See you all soon.